This is Edgar, a robot designed by the Nanyang Technological University of Singapore.
You are watching Rishi and Sharul Try Biohacking.
Is this guy stealing my lines?
You're looking great today, Sharul.
Aww,
And my wife too?
thanks Edgar. That's the first time someone has complimented me in the past 6 months.
Yeah, and maybe one day we'll all be replaced by technology just like Edgar here is trying to replace me.
Until that happens, there's a community of people who are using technology and data to hack into their lifestyles and bodies.
That's right, and in this episode, we try biohacking. And this can range from something simple like diet or exercise, or even something more extreme like planting a device in your body, effectively making us human-robot hybrid.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, I like this guy.
We are Rishi and Sharul, two stand-up comics who just happen to be married.
To each other.
Comedy and tragedy,
The business of being funny means keeping up with trends.
where every day there's a new way for us to feel better,
Live better,
think better, and
be better.
why are they even a thing? And do they even work?
Well, don't knock it till you've tried it. Coffee, butter, and medium-chain triglyceride oil. Those are the ingredients for Bulletproof coffee, which is supposed to improve your metabolism, brain health, and help weight loss. It's no surprise that it's the drink of choice for many biohackers, like Joe Haney.
Joe, what exactly is biohacking?
Biohacking is science and data combined to improve our own biology. It's a way of optimizing oneself in many different areas, emotionally, physically, mentally. And how do I show up 100% in each of those areas?
Joe, what exactly is the goal of the biohacker?
It's different for everyone. In some cases, people want to live longer. With some people that I know, they've expressed this idea that they want to live to 150 to 200 years old.
As Joe tells us, trying to hack your biology can take some interesting forms, from implanting microchips in your body to even altering your DNA. But since we're new to all this, we asked him to recommend some entry-level stuff.
There's the easier route, just trying to diet, quantifying your workouts. You could say that's biohacking, but there is those that are very curious. They want to go to the doctor, have their blood work, blood tests, and they may want to track in-depth analysis of what's really going on with their body. You've possibly heard of Wim Hof, where you submerge yourself in ice, and that is a form of hacking. In the biohacking world, data is very important to us, so we can make more informed decisions over what we're going to do next.
I think we will try some of these things.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, cheers to that.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers.
Overall, Singaporeans don't lead very healthy lifestyles.
About 1 in 3 Singaporeans do not get enough exercise.
We don't eat well too. We eat too much salt and sugar.
And on average, we consume too many calories.
Even though more than half of Singaporeans are on some kind of diet, many blame their busy lives for their bodily neglect. Like me, I've been trying to get healthier too, but it's difficult when I get busy. If there's a way I can hack my diet and exercise to get more with less, I'm all in. On Joe's recommendation, I meet up with Dr. Stephen Tucker, an oncologist who's a keen biohacker himself. As it turns out, the price for hacking my biology has to be paid in blood. Literally.
So doctor, for someone who doesn't know anything about biohacking, having to take a blood test seems a bit extreme.
You can't do anything worthwhile without having a benchmark. So I need to know where you begin in your blood, like blood sugar, insulin levels, triglycerides, because those are all connected to how we eat, sleep, and move. I want to know, why are you biohacking? What are you biohacking?
I think I want to be a bit slimmer.
Slimmer is a good outcome. That's your personal outcome.
Okay.
And biohacking really just means, how can I get there efficiently?
I'm literally giving blood for CNA. And sweat. We actually don't like needles. How come Rishi doesn't have to do this?
I would have scored that, but I suddenly felt a shiver as if someone was talking about me. I play football regularly with some of my buddies, but ever since I got an ankle injury, I've had to take it easy. So, when Joe told me a little bit about the biohacking community using cold therapy to help speed up muscle recovery, I looked some of this up and I found things like Cryotherapy and the Wim Hof method. So I'm going to contact these guys, see if these treatments work for me or not. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I hope.
Body scanned, blood analyzed.
So are you ready for your results?
Yes, doctor, please tell me how I can fix myself and all the defects I have.
You're incredibly healthy. You're pretty much getting, academically, an A. We want glucose levels. You can see the normal range of 70 to 110. You're 74. We also measure your insulin level. We want it to be ideally less than 5. You're 4.7.
Yeah, I was really bad at school and I was definitely not doing well, so at least I'm doing well in health.
Your body fat as a percent does seem to mark in the high zone, but when we look here, there's no visceral fat. There's no fat that's associated with metabolic disease.
Overall, great news for me. And while we were on the topic of measurements, Dr. Tucker showed me other ways biohackers monitor their vitals, such as wearing a glucose monitor.
It's just a patch that's under my sweater. That's on me for 2 weeks, and it's measuring the glucose that circulates through my body. And that is definitely a biohack. I've got my watch here, and it's tracking my heart rate, my sports, my triathlon, running, swimming. This is my ring.
Okay.
It's called an Oura ring. It measures my steps, my heart rate variability, respirations. Skin cancers are going up.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
worry about sun exposure. You can wear one of these. This little fellow tracks your UV exposure.
Wow.
So now, what do you want to do?
With Dr. Tucker's help, we designed a plan to biohack my way to less body fat with intermittent fasting and high-intensity interval training, or HIIT.
And then you come back and see me in 3 weeks, and we'll see where we are. Deal?
Yes, deal. Thank you. All right then.
I usually have 3 meals a day, but for the next 3 weeks, I can no longer eat what I want, when I want. I will be biohacking my diet with intermittent fasting, where one cycles between periods of eating and fasting. I'm doing the 16-8 method, so in the 16-hour period from 8 p.m. till noon the next day, I'm not allowed to eat. Which for me means surviving on water, unsweetened tea, and coffee.
It's 11 a.m. and this is my second cup of coffee. So I'm really hangry because by this time I actually have my breakfast. And it really doesn't help that Rishi keeps tempting me with his snacks.
What?
Intermittent fasting is considered a hack of your biology because by going for longer periods without food, your body starts to burn fat instead of sugar.
Would you recommend?
For me though, the hunger pangs are really bad, so I might need some help to make it through 3 weeks. For the biohacker, what you eat is as important as what you don't.
So Alika, I'm currently intermittent fasting and I'm doing the 16-hour fast and I get hunger pangs all the time.
It sounds like the food that you're eating isn't enough to keep you full for longer. So we need to really assess whether you're getting enough good fats.
What kind of good fat can I have now as a vegetarian if I'm intermittent fasting?
I would recommend things like avocados, anything from the coconut could be great for you.
And it's here.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
This is organic local spinach.
Okay.
Mushrooms, avocado. I did make sure that you have this chia seed pudding with coconut and nuts.
Okay.
Because I really want to make sure that you're getting some plant-based protein with you being vegetarian.
Tell me, with intermittent fasting, why has it become such a trend?
Because most of the people have such busy lives. Now with intermittent fasting, it seems like something that could be easily fit into a typical day for someone. So because essentially what you're doing is you're not saying, oh, I'm going to count calories and I'm going to stop eating, which people just don't want to do.
Okay.
Once you've cleared the food that's in the body, then it will actually start going into the fat molecules.
Now I can't wait to have this good fat.
So please just dig in.
After breaking my fast, it's time to hit the gym. I've signed up with Ritual Gym, which uses algorithms to design short, high-intensity workouts for time-starved people like me. The HIIT workouts generally combine short bursts of intense exercise with periods of rest.
All right, 10 seconds. Get ready for your squats.
Rest for a lifetime.
All the way up. Remember, behind the ears a bit more. Good. Perfect. Elbow in.
Due to the intensity, my heart rate is supposed to reach at least 80% of its maximum capacity. Can I pay someone to do 5 for me? This makes HIIT more efficient than steady-state continuous exercises like jogging.
Nice.
Someone should pay me for this. Actually, they already are paying me for this. Better.
2 more sets. Get
Two
ready.
more sets!
2 more sets.
Two
Get
more
ready.
sets!
Brendan. 15 seconds.
I promise I'll
10
come back and do this
seconds.
properly.
Last one. All right, done.
I think the next 3 weeks will be a very sweaty affair. And my husband Rishi will have nothing to do with that. Thank you.
What I am doing is attending my first cryotherapy session at CryoFit. This involves me minus clothes plus freezing cold air in this sci-fi looking chamber.
What's going to happen in a couple of minutes is we'll get you to step inside the chamber, okay? So the temperature will drop to around negative 150 degrees Celsius.
Whoa. Sorry, did you just say negative 150 degrees?
Celsius, exactly. So while you're inside the chamber, technically it's the coldest place on Earth.
You say this very nonchalantly.
No. It's a very, very safe procedure. Because it uses liquid nitrogen gas to cool down your body, it's a completely dry temperature and there's no moisture in there. Temperature will only penetrate about 0.5 millimeter into your skin.
So who would use a machine like this?
So athletes will use cryotherapy to help reduce aches and pains they might have and help their body to recover a lot quicker from the ailments or injuries that they might have.
As a high-level professional athlete myself, I can completely concur with some of these things you're saying. But what about other folks?
Cryotherapy has become very, very popular amongst the biohacking community and even amongst everyday lay people to help with, obviously inflammation all throughout the body, ailments and injuries and aches and pains.
Does this include a massage?
So that's an extra service.
Extra service? Okay, cool.
Hey, so go ahead and put these socks on and these gloves.
All right, let's do this.
Good to go. Come on in.
Oh, that's the bottom. Okay, and I'm here.
Yeah, just take off the robe.
Oh. Okay. I actually feel like there's ice flakes on my body right now. Mama, I'm shivering a little bit.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Okay. Thank God I'm a high-performing professional athlete. Okay, that's it. Oh.
Here, put
Thank
the
you.
robe back on. Whenever you're ready, then you just come out, yeah?
Okay. Hey, Jason. I do feel much more awake, much more energized, and I can't wait to see how my body reacts in the next 24, 48 hours, how my muscles recover.
Speaking of muscles, it has been a week of HIIT and fasting for 16 hours a day. I'm hungry and my muscles ache.
I really had to control myself from swearing because it's national television.
There have been days when I had to work out before I break my fast, like today.
I don't think I can breathe anymore, but That's how it's like. So if you want to be healthy, there's a cost for it. You have to really work hard.
The only thing keeping me going right now, my results in 2 weeks' time. They better give me proof that all this effort is worth it. It is 11:47 and I am super hungry. I cannot wait to have the first meal of my day. I think I'm getting better at this. Maybe my body is gaining resistance to doing the exercises. It's almost 12 o'clock, which means I can have my food. But you know what? My hunger pangs have gone down significantly. And just like that, my 3 weeks of HIIT sessions and intermittent fasting are coming to an end.
Okay, so this is the last session. I remember the first session when I came in, I couldn't do many of the movements properly, but I think at the end of 3 weeks, I can at least hold some of the movements well. I mean, it's not about losing weight, but you know, I feel really happy. Yeah.
While I am feeling a little nervous, I finally managed to book a session of the Wim Hof method, and this stop of my chilling biohacking journey is another kind of cold therapy.
Oh, this is Wim Hof. So
you hide him in your cupboard.
He's actually part of a presentation slide that I do with participants when they come to learn about the method. He's from Netherlands. He's an extreme athlete. He's usually in shorts, running around topless in very cold places.
Sounds very painful. Is it very different than the ice baths that athletes take?
It will affect your body in exactly the same way. The only difference is the method that I teach. We practice how to train the mind, how to practice some mental work, some breath work, some physical work, so that you're a lot better prepared going in.
So as you can see, you know, I've got a professional athlete's body. Why are you laughing? If I may just ask, what are some of these benefits that your participants have reported?
The benefits can be more pain resistance, better focus, mindfulness training, and what we call hormesis, which is a state where you put yourself in a very high stress situation for a short period of time.
I have those high stress situations when I'm out for drinks with the boys and my wife calls.
Oh yes.
There's a high stress few seconds and I forgot to tell them where we are.
Simply put, the idea behind hormesis is that putting your body under small amounts of stress makes it more resistant to stress subsequently. In this case, the stress comes from being dunked in ice-cold water.
How would you get access to that kind of cold water?
So I stumbled across a freezer that a friend was selling.
A freezer?
Yeah, a chest freezer.
No, you're joking.
Surprise!
What is that word again? You're giving me high stress. What's it called?
Hormesis.
Hormesis, yeah. You're making me hormy, bro.
And seeing the actual freezer did not make me feel any better.
There we go.
What's the temperature of this?
2 degrees Celsius.
Whoa, okay. Documentary over, guys.
So feel your hands go.
Except everyone else showed up, so no more backing out now. The session starts with some meditation and breathing exercises. And it's time to face the dreaded Icebox, which is at a toasty 2.3 degrees Celsius.
It's just discomfort, it's just cold. Breathe through it, in and out. It's normal. Breathe. Breathe in and out.
You've done this before, right? How do you react?
The first time was a shock. When I first went in, of course, it's the extremities that I felt that was uncomfortable.
Why do you keep doing this?
One is actually also controlling how my body reacts and my mind reacts to external stress like that.
Martin's heart rate just dropped to the 30s. I didn't know that was even possible. Why would anyone do this? That's my first thought. It seems like what they use to torture people in war, you know? Take him to the ice chamber.
So anytime you're ready, in and out.
Finally, it's my turn.
It's all you from here. Left foot first. Keep breathing. Breathe in and out. Look straight ahead. Focus straight ahead. Breathe and out. It's normal. Everything is normal. Just breathe. And slowly out. Very well, very well. 2 more breaths in all the way. And slowly relax the body, relax the mind, let go of your thoughts. Humming is good. Breathe. Slowly exhale. Smile, man. All right, 2 minutes.
Should I come out?
Yes. Take your time. Stand up.
These guys told me you would get some kind of euphoric high after completing it, and I do feel that. I can see why people are addicted to this. Now, while I was in there, I felt like I would not be able to make it, honestly. After the initial battle was done, I felt in control. I felt like I'd achieved something beautiful.
I battled with sore muscles and hunger pangs for 3 weeks, and now I'm back for another body scan. Were my sweat, tears, and growling stomach worth it?
The good news is your body mass index dropped 0.3 of a point, which puts you totally in the normal range. But even more impressive, your percent body fat went down a little bit.
Okay.
So you've been going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, doing intermittent fasting. Your weight is the same. Your fat percent went down. Your muscle mass went up by almost 1.5 kilos.
I feel that my body is sort of tucked in a bit.
It's only 3 weeks.
All right.
Are you going to blow it?
No, I think I need to sustain it. So what do you think I can do to sustain the same?
Did looking at the scan at baseline in 3 weeks make you more likely to stick to the program?
I think so.
In my experience, continuous quantitative measurement is motivating.
Okay.
Because when the numbers are good, you'll stick to the plan.
Okay.
And if the numbers are not what you want, then we have a quick opportunity to iterate and make something that might be better.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you so much, doctor.
And just like that, we are done with biohacking.
Sharul is sticking to her intermittent fasting though, which means our dinner dates are now lunch dates.
So how has your biohacking journey been?
You know, the 3 weeks were really, really hard. But now when I can see the results on the data, I'm actually very motivated to carry on eating healthy and exercising.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, it was tough for me as well when I had to sit in that ice cold bath and even the cryotherapy, but I slept very well and it really soothed my muscles. So I think I want to try and do these things on a regular basis if I can. But it just seems like, you know, we are only scratching the surface of this whole biohacking thing. Do you think we should try to alter our DNA maybe?
Huh?
Oh yeah, time to break fast. Yep. Oh, wow, easy.
This is so good.
Hello, slow down.
No, I want to.
You want 2 plant-based burgers?
Yeah. So good.
Okay, let's order another one. Can we have another vegan burger? Thank you. Yeah, she's really hungry.